Princesses, it is so nice to see you. It is a Saturday here and I just got home from the Peace River Farmers Market. And I noticed while I was at the farmers market that my teas have started to really fly off the shelves. When I first introduced them about a year ago, it was a slower product to move. It was something that I felt really passionate about and I wanted to introduce to my community, especially because I am studying to be a herbalist, and so I'm really passionate about plants. But I feel like sometimes products, when you launch them, they take some time to get the community talking about it and get the buzz going and get the word of mouth spreading, like, hey, did you know the Green Goddess makes and sells teas? So I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit more about my teas, what I offer, and what each different blend is good for. These are questions that I noticed I was getting a lot at the farmers market today, like, what teas do you have? What are they good for? How can they help me? So that's what I want to chat with you guys today. So currently in our tea collection, I have 5 different blends, and I would love to add more to that collection, so please be sure to comment below and let me know if there's a tea blend that you're dying for me to make. Next on my hit list is chai. I've been wanting to we make chai tea at home quite frequently and I just adore it. And I'm having trouble with caffeine and black teas recently, so I am experimenting with caffeine-free chais, and I would love to know in the comments below if you love chai, and if you do, would you like a traditional black tea chai, or would you prefer a non-caffeinated variety? So let's talk about the teas I have on hand right now. One of the first ones that was my biggest seller today at the market is Love Potion tea. Love Potion tea is made, by the way, all of our teas are made with organic herbs, very high quality. I'm very snooty about my herbs and I take great care to source them. So virtually every single ingredient in our teas is organic. So in Love Potion, we have organic Damiana leaf, we have roses, we have cacao nibs, those little chocolatey nibs, and vanilla extract. So this blend is a really unique blend. If you feel like you need an aphrodisiac in your life, this is the blend for you. If you feel like you and your partner could maybe try to connect sexually a little more or intimately in any way, then this is a really lovely tea to share together. It's romantic, it tastes delicious, it's quite unique. It's hard to describe the flavor, but it does taste chocolatey. It has that floral, it has that little hint of vanilla, and the Damiana leaf is really unique. Now, don't just think like, oh no, Sarah, that's not the tea for me. Well, in fact, Damiana leaf, which is the star herb in this blend, all the little kind of greenish herb that you see here, it actually, in fact, is really great for stress and anxiety. So if you are struggling, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like at the end of the day you are stressed out or full of anxiety, this is just a really nice blend to treat yourself to. So it doesn't have to be about sex, it doesn't have to be about aphrodisiacs, it doesn't have to be about that. It can be just simply about nourishing yourself and loving yourself, okay? So that's a really nice one. If you like a flavorful tea that's kind of unique and something different, this is a great choice for you, okay? So that's what it looks like. Another tea that we have that is a very big seller is called our Red Death tea. In fact, I might be changing the name of this. I think that I might want to change it to Red Tint tea, but we can talk about that in another post, or maybe you can comment below. So anyways, in this tea blend, this is actually a copycat formula that I copied from Harmonic Arts, run by Yarrow Willard. They have amazing herbs and botanicals, and there was a tea that they made that I stumbled upon once that miraculously cured some of my menstrual cramps that I was having at that time of the month. And I thought, whatever this tea is, I need to have it in my life. So this is a blend that I have copied from a tea that I got from them, with featuring the same herbs, because it was just so good for me. I've suffered my whole life with painful menstrual cramps, and this tea can take away my menstrual cramps in less time than it takes for an ibuprofen to kick in. It's really, for me personally, a miracle. And so I know many other women are having the same experience, and this is becoming more and more popular. So Red Death tea features all organic herbs again. We have roses, vitex, lady's mantle, cinnamon, cleavers, nettles, cramp bark. Okay, so this is a beautiful blend. It tastes really nice. True story, after I gave birth to, I think, pretty much every one of my children, but there was a particular memory I have after giving birth to my second child. I don't like staying in the hospital long, and I'm kind of one of those women who's like, I'd rather be at home. So we check out early, and the first thing I just remember when I sat down in my comfy armchair with my new babe in my arms, I just wanted this. I was so elated, you know, these love chemicals are going off in you, and I wanted this cup of tea so bad. There was something about it that is so nourishing to your feminine essence, and for me it was, I just couldn't wait to get home, put my feet up, hold my baby, and have a cup of this tea. So this one is wonderful for any type of hormonal issues you're having or moon time woes, but also just really magical for the feminine. So I highly encourage you to try one of these. Another one that we have along the same lines is called Moon Glow. This tea I created with the help of my naturopathic doctor about probably 2 years ago. At the time, I believe I was pregnant with our third child, and I wanted to have a tea that was really going to nourish me with nutrients and vitamins, and something that was super healthy for me while I was carrying this child, and that would also pass over to my baby. And so together, her and I came up with this blend called Moon Glow, and it features nettles again, which is a fantastic herb, you guys. It grows everywhere here as a weed in the Peace Country region and many places in Canada, and it's stinging nettles, and it is so good for you, considered one of the super herbs of our time. It also features oat straw and alfalfa, which are highly nutritive and nourishing herbs. It has some chamomile and peppermint in it. So we crafted this so that women who were experiencing nausea and just not feeling so good during pregnancy would hopefully still be able to indulge in a cup of this tea, and it would help to just kind of quell that nausea and nourish them. Okay, now, is it only for pregnant women? No, absolutely not. This tea blend is fantastic for anybody who feels like they just maybe are lacking something in their diets and just need a little bit of just some nutrients. So if you're feeling like, yeah, your diet's not on par, like who couldn't, use some extra nutrient boost? So this isn't just for pregnant women. It is also for anybody who just feels like they need a boost in their diet. We've purposely made this tea not too strong in any particular flavor, because women when they're pregnant are like, oh, sometimes we're not feeling so good, can't handle really intense flavors. And so this is, I would say, truth be told, it's my least favorite tasting tea, because I kind of find it bland. It's there. You can taste the peppermint a little bit, you can taste the chamomile, you can taste the herbs a little, but it's not like my other tea blends where they're like, pow, so keep that in mind. Okay, so Moon Glow. Another one we have is Sleepy Time tea. This was a big seller today at the market too. So obviously, as the name suggests, a wonderful tea to brew at night before you go to bed. However, it's much more than that. So when you're starting to have sleep issues, or maybe nervous exhaustion, or you're just feeling like you're frazzled and your nerves are frazzled and you're just needing to nourish your nervous system, this is a really great tea blend for that. The herbs that are featured in here are chamomile and oat straw and passion flower and lemon balm. So these are all really fantastic herbs for promoting sleepy time and relaxation, but they also long term can really help you nourish your nervous system. And with time, if you're dedicated to the use of brewing yourself herbal teas like this and drinking 3 or 4 cups a day, you can make it, by the way, as a hot cup of tea, and you could also make a bigger, maybe like a mason jar full, have a good amount of, maybe a tablespoon or 2 or more of herbs in the bottom, and fill that with hot water. And you could let that brew for a couple hours, and you can sweeten it if you want, and throw it in the fridge and use it as iced tea. So when you have chronic conditions that need attention, herbs are never usually a magic bullet that are going to, like, with the exception of the Red Death tea, which I do find is a magic bullet, for long-term chronic issues, a blend like this will slowly just really regenerate your nervous system and help to maybe bring some peace and calm in your life. So sleepy time tea, not just for the mom out there who needs to put her babies to sleep, but also for the mom or the woman or the father or the whoever who is feeling a little bit like life is a little overwhelming and I need to nourish myself from a deeper perspective. Okay, so that's sleepy time tea. Really tasty too. It's so nice. In fact, this makes a really lovely iced tea, and it makes good popsicles. So in the summertime, for your children, you could make a strong infusion of sleepy time tea, and you could sweeten it and then pour it into little popsicles, maybe top it with a pretty little flower, and then your kids can have sleepsicles before they go to bed. So that's another one. Our last one that we have that I want to show you is Aurora's Delight. So this is a tea that features nettles again, peppermint, and ginger. So only 3 herbs, but very, very, bright and awesome tasting herbs. The coolness of the peppermint mixed with that spiciness of the ginger. If you like a tea that's strong and that really packs a punch, this is probably my top choice for you. So if you want a really flavorful tea, go for Aurora's Delight. You're going to get all the amazing nutritive benefits, all the amazing things from the stinging nettle, but that peppermint and that ginger in there is just really delightful together. Also really great for digestive stuff. So if you've had a heavy meal and you kind of feel like you need a little bit of aid from ginger or peppermint, this is a wonderful one for you. Okay, so those are our 5 teas that we feature that I noticed were just starting to fly off the shelves at the farmer's market. If you have any questions at all about our teas, please comment below. I'd be happy to help you. There was a video that I did previously about how to brew the perfect cup of tea. Okay, so I think it was 5 steps to brewing the perfect cup of tea. So watch that video too to get some tips and advice about how to make these teas be the best they can for you. If there's anything else, comment below. I'd be happy to help. And I'd also love to hear if there's a particular tea that you want me to make. You can always reach out to me. I have a lot of herbs here at home, and I would be happy to blend you something and see if you like it, and if it becomes popular, we can put it in our typical lineup that we have. So that's all from me today. Hope you found that helpful. By the way, all of our teas sell for $19 a bag plus tax, so they come to $19.95, and I always make it so there's at least 60 teaspoons of herb inside, which means if you only use 1 teaspoon in a cup, then you get 60 cups. Sometimes for some of the brews you might want to use 2 teaspoons. It's up to you. You will soon learn kind of your own individual palate and what it prefers. Okay, so that's me. Hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. Happy spring to you all, and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much. Green blessings. Bye-bye.